Okay, I'm here. I'm late. Can you hear me? Oh my gosh. I'll tell you in a minute. Once I know you can hear me. Hello. Okay, you can hear me. Yes. Okay. Oh my gosh. No, it's just user error this time. Um, okay. I'm not real good at this live stuff. Hey everyone, glad to see you. Okay, so I think I'm upside down. I think. Yeah, I think I'm upside down. Yes, I am upside down. I tried to turn the camera around and I couldn't figure out how to get it in the holder and turn it around. So that's the way it goes. I thought I thought I had it incorrectly. I tested it like 2 hours ago. Hello, hello, my lovely friends. I'm so glad you're here. Hi, Lisa. That's fine. Come and go as you can. Hi, Carol. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Mary. Hi, Leslie. Joanne. Kathy Whitney. Virginia. Let's see who I missed. Yeah, I spent the last 10 minutes trying to get the camera turned around. I don't know. I had a really crazy week. Holy mackerel. Hi, Mary Lou. Hi, Tanya. Renee. I always feel like I'm on, what is that? What was that? Romper Room? I'm dating myself where she looked through the she looked through the mirror thing and said hi to everybody. Yes. Yeah, it's good to be here. I'm so sorry about my video last night. Bummer. I was bumming. It's been a really crazy, hectic week. I had a lot of errands, doctor visits. Yeah, romper room. Yeah. Did I say romper room? I don't even know. I can't be held accountable for what comes out of my mouth. Yes. So, yeah, yesterday, let me back up the train. Yeah, we had a lot of doctor's appointments. I had to get blood work and all kinds of nonsense, that yearly stuff. Oh, I'm glad, Kathy. Send me a picture of your Prosperity Hen. I'd love to see it. I've been seeing so many of them. They're so great. Anyhow, then yesterday we had to go to a viewing, which it was far. It was a friend of mine from down at the beach. And that was an all-day thing. So I'm a little shot. I tend to, I'll let everybody come in. I'll just blah, blah for a minute or two. I tend to absorb the energy around me. And so today I feel a little like shot. So I'm in my pajamas. So that's why we're facing down. Yeah. But I have a couple things I want to do. You see something on my table I want to show you, and I want to tell you a couple things. So anyway, what was it? When was it? Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday? Or was it Thursday? I'm losing track. Thursday. It was Thursday. I worked on the video for Friday, last minute, and I always get anxious when I start doing that. And my computer wasn't working right. So, hi, Kat. Welcome. Yeah, I take the Epsom salt bath. I think that's what you mean. Yeah, I take them pretty much every day. Yeah, you don't have to get out of your pajamas. It's Saturday. I'm not going anywhere today. I am going somewhere tomorrow. So I was thinking, I'll do the live on Sunday, but I'm going to my daughter's house, another birthday party. My middle daughter had a birthday last week. She is, let me think about this. She is 49. Holy smokes. And she's my middle daughter. That means I'm getting old. Anyway, what was I saying? The video. Yeah. So I was having so much trouble making the video. It was making me crazy. And then what happened is I finished it. I did it. It took me all day, hours and hours. And I went to upload it. I should back up the train and tell you what happened before that, though. So I noticed when I made the Tuesday tag video, the computer was acting a little weird. So I ordered an external hard drive. So anybody, if any of you in here are YouTubers, raise your hand because I just want to warn you. You have to make a decision when you decide to be a YouTuber. You have to say, I'm going to save my clips. Okay, so that's the video clips that you make as you're, videoing. Are you going to save those? Are you going to save the movies after they get processed? Or are you just going to say the heck with it and just shove it up on YouTube and see what happens? Because everybody's losing their platforms these days. And thank you, peace of mind. Anyway, so I'm making a long story longer because that's what I do. I noticed my computer was full. It was all the videos because I like to keep them. I always think I'm going to do something with the clips that don't wind up in the videos. Like I've been meaning to put them on my Ko-fi, I've been meaning to. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. Anyway, so I save everything. And I noticed my computer, I have a drink over here. I noticed my computer was getting full. And I said, Jerry, you better get another external hard drive because I already have 4 that are full. So I did. I bought this really neat one. It actually sits right next to my computer instead of like the boxy ones. I can't show it to you. No, I can't even show you the new one. It's like this big thing that just sits there right next to I have a laptop. You can see it here. And anyway, I ordered one. I ordered this really big 4 terabytes. I thought that was pretty big, but it didn't come. And when I was making the video on Thursday, and then I finished the whole thing, I thought it was saving to whatever, a hard drive. And when I uploaded it, yeah, the whole computer just crashed. So when you finish making a video, I'm using iMovie, you have to, hi, Kathy and Kristen. Yes, Carol, that's what happens. Yes, you have to back up your backup. Okay, good story. Yeah, because that's what happens. And that's why I'm like always a little, should I spend that kind of money on an external hard drive? Because it's going to die anyway, but I do. I just keep backing up the backup and back. So that's what happened when I went to export the movie. And it was a long one. It was like 50 minutes because people were asking in the comments for me to just do some chatting. So I did some chatting and I was showing you how to do. It's all gone. Yeah, it was bumming. And I just, it's just when the whole thing froze up, it froze up. And I couldn't even go in and delete stuff because that's what I wanted to do. I thought, okay, I know what happened. I'll go in and I'll delete some stuff. It wouldn't even let me do that. I had to call Apple support. All right, enough of that. They helped me. Apple support helped me, so I'm happy now. I'm up and running now. But yeah, it was upsetting. It was upsetting because I already was having a bad week. I got some blood work back and it wasn't really good, and so now I have to make some adjustments. So I was really bad around the holidays. I was eating things I shouldn't have eaten and stuff like that. It's awful. Especially, when you get older, your body just can't handle it. So now I'm on the straight and narrow. And I found this book that I like to work out of. It's a healing like recipe book, and I don't know what I did with it. I was going to show it to you. So I'm going to do that. So that's the way it goes, right? You can't cry over spilt whatever. You just have to push on. So while you're all saying hello and still coming in, I wanted to show you, I'm doing a couple of things. I'm going to I have these tags that I make, and sometimes I put them in packages. If somebody says, hey, I'm one of your YouTubers, your subscribers, I'll stick one in a pack, or Brian will if they say something. So I was going to make some of those. I have a whole bunch of them over here up to the side started. So I might do that. But somebody actually, and I'm going to show you on my phone. Let me get my phone. Of course, now I can't think of her name. She showed me this. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. Let me see if I can get it bigger. It's upside down. Let me turn it around. Do you see it? You know what it is? Oops. All right. It disappeared. Hold on a minute. It's sorry about the glare. It's a headband. I don't know. Let me see if I can get a better picture. Somebody asked me if I knew how to make it, or if anybody knew how to make it. Hold on a minute. Let me get another picture off the internet. So I'm not seeing you for a second. Okay, here it is. Let me take a picture of this, and then you'll see. Maybe you'll see it better. Now I have to find you. Can you see it better? Yes, definitely show me some love, because I really need it. I need it this week. Ugh. So this is a headband. You can't really see it very well. I'm sorry. I thought you'd see it better. It's got pleats in it, and it goes over the top part of your head and then ties back at your neck. It is so super cute. And she said, do you think, does anybody know how to make this or instructions for this? So I saw it and I said, I'll give it a shot. You did see it? Okay, you could see it. Yeah, I like that color too. So I was analyzing it, and it's made out of knit fabric. Okay, so I've been using a lot of knit fabric if you've been watching my videos lately. And I want to talk about all that. I have like a bunch of stuff I want to talk to you about. So I took like this plain white t-shirt to experiment with, and I just cut 2 little pieces. So here's what I want to do. Here's my idea. Because I love to wear stuff in my hair, and my hair is getting really long. One of these videos, I'll leave it out. I won't pull it back. It's way past my shoulders. So I went for hair. That was the other thing. I went for a haircut the other day. And don't pay attention. This is crooked. I went for a haircut the other day, and she butchered my bangs. They're so short. Oh, you're from Spain. Awesome. I'll take all the love I can get today, to be honest. So, yeah, back to the head thing. And I'm supposed to, wait, I got scolded because I wasn't reading the comments out loud. So everyone is sending me love because the people that watch the replay, yeah, they didn't know what I was talking about. So everyone is sending me love. I showed a picture of the headband. And now we're talking about cutting our hair. Yes, I have not had long hair since, hello, Carol from New Zealand. I haven't had long hair since I was about 18 years old. I had it down to my rear end. And then I had my daughter, and she was always like putting her fingers in it and pulling it and stuff. So I cut it like really short, and I've had it pretty short ever since. The longest I ever had it was like shoulder length. Yeah. So be careful where you go for a trim. Anyway, I just decided last year I was going to let it grow down to my bum because, you know, I'm getting older, and sometimes I see these pictures on Pinterest of these older women that they have this really crazy long wild hair. I'm going to do that. Yeah. So I don't know what she was thinking when she cut my bangs, because they don't go with the rest of my hair. So I want to make a thing to put on my head. So that's what we're talking about now, making a headband. So I'm going to fool around. So I looked at that headband, I analyzed it, and short hair is nice. It's just so easy to take care of. Yeah. I noticed it's knit material, but it also looks like it's stitched. Like there's pleats and there's gaps and there's all this crazy stuff in it when you look at it. So I'm just going to experiment, and I wanted to start by playing with this. This is the t-shirt there, and stitching it to see if it would keep some of this the stretch. So let me pull this over here. All right. Now we're going to talk about this lovely book. Okay, so those of you that are following my texture tags, this is the book that inspired me, The Geometry of Hand Sewing. And this is Natalie Chanins. And oh my gosh, Melanie, yours down to your waist. Wow. What color is it? Melanie is saying her hair is down to her waist. What color is it, Melanie? Is it gray or brown or blonde? Teresa, you got orange. Teresa got orange hair in her last appointment. Yeah, I stopped dyeing mine. It was before COVID. Yeah, so everybody's saying they're having issues with their hair one way or the other. Oh, silver with dark streaks, natural. Oh, I bet it's gorgeous. So and I was saying this in the video that blew up. I think I was saying my hair is starting to fall out a little. And so I'm trying to figure that out. And yeah, so my hairdresser said, it's not really falling out any more than normal. She said, it's just that it's long now and you're noticing it. I'm not sure about that, but she would know because I always go to her. Hi, Cheryl from California. Oh, okay, Teresa. Teresa hasn't had her hair colored for years, and now it's orange. So I was thinking about that. I was thinking, wouldn't it be fun to put like some highlights or something in it? But I don't know, because I hated dealing with dyeing my hair. I hated that. So anyway, I'm going to zip over here and talk about this book. So we started doing our texture tags, and I'm working from this book. Kind of, sort of. And if you haven't seen it, I'm just going to open it real quick. And there's my stencil that I've been using. And there's these plastic grids in the back. If any of you are interested in any of this, there's plastic grids in the back. And then she takes you through these. Let me get to the page. The book is fascinating. I'm in love with it. It's like a textbook. So she takes you through these samples. In case you can't see it, I'll hold it up. And you just keep progressing by making samples, and you're learning. Can I turn the page? How to stitch different stitches using knitwear. The pages are sticking together. Yeah, all right, let's go this way. She talks about all the tools, and I ordered new needles last week. They still haven't come yet because I want to experiment with the needles, sewing needles, and I have all this stuff. I'm sure you do too. Scissors, we all have that. Sharp ones. Brian started sharpening my scissors, and he's doing a really good job. Anyway, see, that's another sample piece there. I hope there's not glare. You know what? I have a light on. Let me turn the light off and see. I think it's going to be okay because, yeah, it's better. There's not as much glare, and it's still light enough outside. All right, get to the point, Jerry. So here's the sample pieces. Okay. Now, we're not doing samples on my videos. I'm making a tag. I'm using some of her techniques. But you see all these sample pieces? All right, I'm not looking at the chat right this second. Just showing you the book. I love the book. It's under $20. I mean, it's just like for the money, it's amazing. So here was my idea. So here's like one of her things. They're crazy wild, full of so much texture. I just love it. I have another book over here off to the side I wanted to show you. My idea was to have a little stitch club and get together on Zoom and work through the book. That's what I'm thinking. Kathy, yes. So you got it for free. I think, did you say that in the Facebook group? Somebody told me someplace, or maybe it was on my YouTube comment. Somebody told me they got the book on Kindle for free. But you don't have the grid. So you didn't pay for it. That's good. Okay. Yes. Yeah, the templates are amazing. I think they're amazing. So it's worth getting the book. I mean, unless you're on a really tight budget, or at least if you could get it from the library, you could, you usually have the books for like 3 weeks or something. Yeah. So then you could maybe make some samples up with the grids on some cloth and just then give it back to the library. So that's what I was thinking, a Zoom club, and we'll work through the book, together. And this way we'll all have some input. And I figured, I think I could take up to 20 people in it. I wouldn't want to take more than that. So, and I won't charge a lot. I think it would be fun. So I'm working on it. I started to make a page on my website. Yes, good. You're stitching. I was going to stitch. I was going to do something. I need new glasses. I can't see. So I'm pulling you closer. Anyway, I just wanted to mention it, throw it out there today here to see if anybody here is interested. I'm going to mention it on the Facebook. I'll make a YouTube video, all that blah, blah, blah. And I thought maybe when we first start, we could do we can get started 1 week, come back the next week just to see what we're doing. And then maybe space them out a little bit after that, but maybe to just get started. I'm telling you, I love stitching on the knit. I love it. I just love it. And the other thing I wanted to say, and this isn't going to be necessary for a lot of people, but some people that can't get out, it might be. Brian and I bought this it's not organic. I don't think it's organic cotton, but it's cotton knitwear. And we bought rolls and rolls of it a couple of years ago, and we've been selling it. It's vintage knitwear, and we've been selling it in our Etsy shop for years. If you go over there, you won't see it. I pulled it all out of the Etsy shop the other day. So what I was thinking was to make little kits for people who can't get out and can't get stuff and whatever, because we also, crazy people that we are, a local yarn thread shop closed, and we bought up all their DMC and Coats and Clark's embroidery floss. I mean, it filled up the back of the truck. It's like a lot of it. So we were going to put that in our shop too. I'll let you know. I'm going to start doing shop updates at some point. But anyway, that's my thought. I like to make kits and whatnot. And I thought I'm going to make some kits with just some of this beautiful. It's really nice. Let me show it to you. I have it right back here. It's like an oatmeal color, off-white or something. And it takes, my hair's on it. Here we go. It takes the dye really good. I've eco-printed some of it. I've dyed some. I've tie-dyed it. It's really nice because it's cotton. Yeah, floss. You should see. You should see. I should have taken a picture of it. I'll take a picture of it when I start sorting it. Brian brought it downstairs into where we do our stuff. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Cheryl. I give it a shot. And we sold a lot of kits. We sold a lot of the hens kits, and I'm going to put those back up. We sold out of them. But I'm waiting for some yo-yos. I have this lady, she was making me some yo-yos, so they should be here. They should have been here yesterday, but they're not here yet. So I'll put those up, and all the wool kits. We've sold so many of them. It's really fun, and it's really helpful for our business. And I love making them. And Brian helps. He makes them too. Yeah. Melanie was stitching hens this morning. Cheryl likes the idea of my kits. This is for anybody watching the replay. I think the club sounds fun too. I think it will be really fun. And then maybe as we get good at this, maybe we can make something. So let me get the other book. Let me put this one aside. All right, hold on. I have to, because I pulled these out of the book, so now I have to be really careful. You don't want to lose them. All right, let's get it. I'm just going to move my knit stuff out of the way. I am going to stitch that and see if that stretches. So there's different stitches. So this is another one of her books. It's upside down. I don't know if it's upside down. Is it upside down? Are you seeing all this upside down? I'm going to wait for an answer. Because if you are, I'm just going to flip the book around. Yes, you're seeing it upside down. I apologize. Okay, so now it's upside down for me. I thought so. I told you I'm not really good at this. Yeah, good. Now we're right side up. All right. So this is another book by Natalie. She has made a whole bunch of them. I got this one on Amazon too. But she makes clothing. And so there's some, let me see if I can get to it. She has quite a few books, and some of them I wasn't crazy about, and maybe it was just the projects that were in it. But I did love this one. Let's see, I want to get to something where I can show you. There's projects in here. I should have stuck some papers in it. So there's a shirt. It's very interesting. All right. Where's the projects, Jerry? So here's a dress. Let's see if there's a finished one here. Her stuff is very simple. And I thought eventually, if enough people are interested and we do a little Zoom club, we could make a garment. Something simple. There's even a hat in here. I'm looking for the pictures because that's what I like. Let me see. Because now this is upside down for me. All right, there's a simple t-shirt, a simple tank top. Okay. Yeah, these are super cute. I kind of like the skirt. It's just really plain, and then you can just dress it up with all kinds of embellishments and stuff. So there's another one. It's just a plain skirt. That's all knit. This is all knits. And let's see if we can. Okay, there's a hat, which I thought was cute. Oh, I love these because you know me with my arms, they're always cold. And let's see. This is the knots on the top. I think I talked about that in the video, the tag video. So I hope I'm not boring you to death, but yeah, so that's the idea. And pick something simple and just make, you know, go crazy. I just love it. I just love it. I can't get enough of it. So there's little strips. There was something in here that was so cute. It was a little, oh, this one. I love this one. I think I'm going to do this one on a tag. All right, I'm just reading the chat. Teresa researched Natalie after I talked about her. Yes, renowned designer and originally from Florence, Alabama. Yes, she's from Alabama. And she went away to school for design. Oh, I didn't know she makes artwork now. I didn't know that, Teresa. I'll have to look that up. Yes, it is like visiting with a stitchy friend. And that's why I thought that, you know, if we do a get together, I just love all this stuff. We would maybe be more apt to actually make something. I love this. It's couching. I'm going to do that on a tag too. And this one is really insane. This is, you know, when we make a t-shirt yarn, I did a video with t-shirt yarn. She uses t-shirt yarn. If anybody wants to make t-shirt yarn, go check that out. And all right. And this is fun too. I'm trying to figure out what this is because it's not t-shirts. All right, I'm done with that. I'll just leave that there for inspiration. I told my kids I want their t-shirts. Yes, Peace of Mind says that some of her cloth designs resemble Hawaiian quilting. They do. I thought so too. Yeah. So I told my kids I'm going to see them tomorrow. Start collecting t-shirts for me. I get her newsletter, Kathy. So Natalie has a newsletter. I do get that. And she talks about what she's doing and stuff and has pictures sometimes in it for inspiration. That's where I saw the jacket or something that, no, it was I'm showing you the wrong tag. It was the circles. That's where I saw the circles, was in her newsletter. I'm still working on that. Let me grab that. Let me show you how far I got. Where did I put it? I was working on it last night. Hold on. I'll be right back. Here it is. Okay, I told you I was going to do something with that technique. So I did a tag. Yes, I think you could too, Deb. Deb says you could transfer these techniques to wool sweaters. I bet you could. Peace of Mind, it's CJ. I didn't know that was you, CJ. You have a new name on here. Yeah, I don't know what to do first. My brain is going in 500 directions, but this is for my mom's quilt. So I'll just explain it here just for fun. It's the circle things that we did. Let me grab it in case somebody's here that didn't see that. I keep my tags on on my table. So these were the 2 tags that I did. I think week 3. See, it says week 3. So, hi, Catherine. You love my colors. Thank you. These are not my favorite colors because just going to put these off to the side. My mother loved these colors, but I like that color. I like green, gray. I like the neutrals. I either like the neutrals or crazy, but Mom had a lot of blue. So this is from her quilt. And so her shirts, which I think I showed in a video last week. And I wanted to make a block again with this circle. So I cut all the circles out. I'm calling them circles. They're ovals, really. Now, I don't know. Do you notice anything on here? Anything special? Does anybody notice anything? Because when I work on my mother's quilt, each block has a meaning. Each block has meaning. So does anybody see anything on here? Thanks, Catherine. Yeah. So I want to see if anybody notices anything. That one down there is solid, yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. The yellow, yeah. All right, I'm going to tell you. You're never going to figure it out. So I'm upside down, right? So I'm not upside down for you. I put it the right way up for you so you could see it. So this is the top and this is the bottom of the block. So this is how it will. Cheryl says, when you do a slow stitching quilt, queen size, do you sandwich 3 pieces together or do you do all your slow stitching and then put on the back and do your quilting over it? Well, that's a big question, Cheryl, because, and then I'll get back to this in a second. You can't really see it all that well. SDR, is it too far away? I need to put you, I wasn't sure which arm to put this on. Or maybe you just can't see all that well. Back to you, Cheryl. My mother's quilt I'm making in blocks, and I'm doing a couple of things. I'm layering all 3 layers. So for me, it's the top, the inside here, which is in your case, it would be the batting. Now this already has a piece of cloth. So in my case, it's a single piece of sheet. And then the back is a piece of denim. Here, let me grab something so I can explain it better. My mom's quilt will make the most sense. And that's why I like this project that so much that I'm doing for my mother's quilt, because it's manageable. It's not huge. So let's just remember we're upside down. This is the top. For me, this is the batting. And then this is the backing. So I layer the 3 pieces together. I do my embroidery or whatever I'm going to do, maybe put these things on, and then I sandwich everything, and then I quilt it. So it does go through all 3 layers, but I don't always do it the same way. I'm reading the thing. Looks like beads. Oh, it's quilting stitches. I understand. You think it looks like beads, but it's quilting stitches. So, all right, this block, and then I'll go on to answer your question, Cheryl. This piece, I just started to stitch these on like that. And then as I was doing it, I went, oh, I forgot to put the backing on. So what I'll do is I'll add another piece of sheet probably and the backing. And then I'll just quilt around there so that it'll hold the pieces together. I don't really care how it looks in the back. So the reason for me that I'm kind of vague is because it's my mom's quilt. It's not going in a show. I'm making it for me. It's just going to be like a big hug, and I don't fuss about it. If I was making, or when I used to make quilts, I would embroider the top, and then I would put the layers together and do the quilting last. But you have to kind of know that ahead of time because you want to allow empty space where you could do the quilting. I hope that made sense. Yeah. Yeah, let me hold it up a little bit. You can see, can you see that it's stitches now? Probably still looks like beads. All right, so every one of my mother's blocks means something to me. It all represents something. So these obviously are her clothes and her colors and stuff. And there's a number 8 on here. It's right here. See how I put the 2 together to make a number 8? None of the rest of them are touching. Yeah, now that I pointed it out, you see the stitching. Well, thank you, Cheryl. That's just the way I would do it. I've made a lot of applique quilts before, and you just do that first. Yes. Yes, it will, Catherine. I'm sorry. Will this block be combined with the other blocks? Yes, I have a whole bunch of blocks on the up on my design wall now. This is not going to be the most attractive looking quilt, I'll tell you. Yes, I know. Can you see? Can you see? I know. Catherine says, K3N says, can you see? Can you see? Deb said. So anyway, so there's an 8. That's the day my mother died. She died on the 8th. Actually, this month, February 8th. So I was getting a little like weird. I always get a little weird. This year, she's gone 10 years this year. So when I started making this, my brain started going to her for some reason because it's touching her stuff again, and it just started to morph. So my mother, when she passed away, she got sick. She had a stroke in January, and January 13th. Actually, it's kind of like a emotional story. And then she died 27 days later. There's 27 of these on here. Oh, that's good. That's good, SDR. That's a happy day. Your daughter's birthday. So there's 27 circles on here. And my mother did not go into the hospital. She had a stroke and she did not go into the hospital. She stayed home. That was her request. She didn't want to leave her home. And she lived in a little house behind my house. So she was like, I don't know, 50 feet away. Hi, Zinka. You finally made it. Yes, I'm going to be here for a little while yet. So I took care of her for the 27 days. And let me tell you, she was kind of in and out. So it was really rough. Yeah. My mother was 98, Tanya. It is sad and beautiful at the same time. I know. We had a really good relationship. Anyway, so there's the 27 of these. There's the number 8 for the day she passed. And the last few days, things got really crazy. So this represents crazy. And then this represents that she died. The black in there. That was the day she died. Everything just went crazy altogether. Yes, I know, CJ. It doesn't have to make sense to anyone. And hi, Beth from Sarasota. And that's Beth from our Facebook group. So anyway, that's what the quilt represents. And Yeah, it doesn't have to make sense to anyone, but, I always share things with you guys, so I just wanted to share that with you. Because, if you're making a comfort quilt, if you're following K3N and you're doing that, or you're just making a memory quilt with, somebody's clothing, that meant something to you, then, you maybe wanna incorporate these little secret, things. Well, mine isn't a secret anymore, I just told you about it. So, yeah, I think it's nice. Like I said, all the blocks have some kind of meaning one way or another, but I guess especially because, this is the time of year. I was taking care of her right now, and it was really cold, like it has been here in Pennsylvania. It's been really cold. I remember. So, yes, you are part of the secret club. Hi, Albertha. Thank you. Thank you. Albertha says a very meaningful quilt. It is. Yeah, it is. It's like when I look at it, it's really so funky dunky. It doesn't have any real, maybe when it's when it's all put together. Hold on. Something just flew down my throat. Okay. I'm going to go get some more water. Something flew down my throat. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. I knew that was going to happen. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm back. I'm so sorry. Let me read some of the comments. Yes, it is very healing to do these things. All right, let me just read some of the comments while I'm finished joking. Oh, Kathy, that sounds wonderful. I still have all my mom's little papers. I do want to make a journal with it. Yeah. I think it's healing. It's very healing. All right. Gosh. Isn't that nice? Now we'll have my choking on a video. Sorry. All right, we'll put that away. So here I'm actually gonna stitch this. I'm curious to see if this still stretches. So what I'm trying to do, I was researching this. It's called, we're switching gears. It's called spaced back stitch. And I'm just going to call it, here, I should have went up higher. You know, the invisible baste that I do? That's what it is. And somebody's calling it spaced back stitch. Oh, Joanne says she didn't have a good relationship with her mother, so she's not inclined to make a memory quilt. She does have some silk from blouses. Yes, I totally understand that. I totally do. I didn't have a good relationship with my dad. Okay, this needle's not gonna work. Nope, it's not gonna work. So when you're working with, I need my pin cushion. When you're working with knits, you have to experiment with the needles because not all of them go through. So let me grab. All right. Some go through easier than others. That's why I'm waiting for my needles to come, because I bought the needles that Natalie was recommending. What? One of your hens flew away, CJ? Oh no. Just make another one, right? Do you have a pet that could have ran off with them? Yes, Joanne. I'm sorry, Zinka says to Joanne, it's good that you can find healing to make things for family. So it is. And sometimes you just have to, this needle's no good either. Sometimes you just have to let it go and just not do anything. I get it. I do. Let's try another needle here. See, I have another light over here. Let me try to see what happens when I turn it on. It's my overhead that I use when I'm making a video. Yeah, that's good, because now I can see. My eyes are so bad. No, it's better to use a sharp needle, Deb. Deb asks, is it better to use a blunt needle? It's better to use a sharp one because, so this one's not going to work either. Knit cloth is one string and it's knitted on a machine. So it has all these little tiny holes in it. CJ has bad eyesight. So do I. Oh, you need cataract surgery. You could be sitting on your own hen. Oh my gosh, you're funny. Anyway, I need new glasses really bad. I'm going in March. All right, I'm not having any luck. I had a perfect needle and then I lost it. So I'm using buttonhole thread here too. So this is an experiment to see if this stretches. So I'm doing the spaced back stitch. So you guys know how to do the invisible baste, right? Well, that's what this is. However, with the invisible baste, I'm not real particular about, I should be using a different color thread. I'm not real particular about whether I take a little bite right next to it or in front of it or behind it. Well, the spaced back stitch, you take a little step back. Well, obviously it says spaced back. You go backwards. Okay. So I just want to see if this has stretch because I want to make that headband. If you just came in, I showed a picture of a headband in the beginning that someone asked if we could figure out how to make it. All right. So while I do the stitching, let me see. I have some notes here. So I did tell you about my Stitch Club idea. If you just got in, you'll have to go back and look at the video again to see what I was talking about. And I'm going to put it on my website and I'll post it on the community board. Let's see. Okay, so we talked about the hens. Somebody brought that up. And I'm waiting for a delivery of yo-yos. Should have been here yesterday or the day before. Oh, Brian made some squares. He cut out just some plain wool squares. because people were asking for just the wool and nothing else. And there's 20 pieces in a pack, 20 different pieces in a pack, and they're 4 inches. So if anybody is interested, you could take a look. And I'm going to teach at the wool store that I told you guys about that's near me. Catherine, are you still here? You should come and take the class. Catherine lives not too far from here. Okay, so let's see. Nobody's really saying anything. Just watching me stitch. So let's see if this works. This spaced back stitch. According to something I read on the internet, it says it's good for stitching with knits. Oh, let's see. Oh, it does. Oh my gosh. Look at the, can you see that? It's actually letting you stretch. Oh my gosh, I'm going to make a headband. Catherine, I'm going to make one of the samplers that I showed you. Let me grab it. Actually, I'm going to make both of them. She wants both of them. I'm right over here. I'll be right there. Oops, I just dropped a pin. This, I'm going to do this one and this one. Because I brought them in and showed them to her one day, and she said, oh, I love them, and her customers were there, and they wanted to make them too. So, hello, Barbara from Italy. All right, Catherine. So this was what I'm going to teach, these two things I'm going to teach at her store. Yeah, if you haven't seen these before, I made videos for both of these. And then I have kits in the shop for both of them. Different colors. I'm getting fancy. This one I have a blue one, a red one, and a multicolored one. And I want to make a green one. Somebody in our Facebook group made the red one. It's absolutely gorgeous. Oh my gosh. And I have a lot of red in my house. Thank you. Oh, you saw it, Catherine. I thought maybe you left already. Yeah, I want to make a red one. And she wants me to do the Christmas tree too. Oh, I'm so excited about this stitch. Now I'm going to make a headband. Yeah. She wanted me to do the Christmas trees too. And I said, let's wait until summer. We'll do Christmas in July or something. Because I think people aren't going to really be that interested in that now. I'm going to bring some of my cards over here. And do some of this. So let me see. Did I show you? Yeah, I showed you the books. So these are my little thank you cards. So if you order something from the shop, any of the shops, I have three of them. Shop at the Little House, My Father's Beads, and yes, I'll do the headband on YouTube, Kathy. For sure. Because what's the name, that girl's name that asked me to do this? I don't think she's in here. Let me see. Donna. Donna asked me to do this. Oh, she are you in here, Donna? Yeah, I will do it on YouTube. For sure. Because now I owe you a video. Well, no, I did the live. So these tags, 3 shops. We have My Father's Beads, recycled parts for art, and Shop at the Little House. So I make these little tags. Should we make some? We're going to make some. Let's see if there's any. So what I do to make these little thank you tags, I collage something on them. I don't even have a finished one because we're totally out of them. Brian came up here the other day and said, somebody just left a message on one of the orders. I'm a subscriber on your YouTube channel. He said, I think that means they get a tag. And I said, yes, that's what that means, Brian. And he goes, well, there's none down there. All right, Zinka. It was nice to see you. You're so very welcome. I missed you guys yesterday because here's what happens. I post a video and then I'm back at the computer 500 times to read the comments. So I miss you too. Anyway, so I thought I would do some tags. And wait, I need this. But now I'm upside down. I remembered I'm upside down. I don't know how to figure out how to get this right side up. No, that sounds stupid. I'll have to have Brian look at it. The thing I have it on. So I have this wonderful contraption. I have to take a picture of it. It's an arm and it's got 1, 2, 3, 4 arms on it. It's got 4 arms on it. And you can put different things, attach different things. So I have the webcam right now attached to one of the arms. I have my light attached to another arm. I have another arm that you can put like an iPad or something on it. I love it. So, all right, I'm working upside down. I'll try to. Okay, so what I do with these tags, if you're interested, I do some collage with just some vintage papers or whatever. And then I just smear a little white paint on there. And then I have stamps. So I have 3 stamps that I like. Grown with Love. Of course, this one. Grateful, right? Too much glare. Grateful. This one's Grown with Love. And then I have hearts, of course, because I probably told you 8 million times that I love hearts. So then I'll put a heart on there. And then this one says thank you. Let me see. Oh, thank you. You think the tags are cute. Joanne says, maybe I should try a premiere. Yes. That's a great idea, Joanne. I have seen that before. I just never thought of it. I never thought to do it myself. That's a great idea. I'll try that. Because that would be fun to chat along with you guys while we were watching. All right, so I do this, and then the next thing I do is stamp on here. So I have my stamp pads down here. Let's pick, and you have to use a purple one. You have to use permanent ink because you don't want it to get like all over everything. So let's see how dry this is. Yeah, I want to actually finish a tag for you right here. And we'll see. And I'm doing this upside down. I'll have to have Brian tell me how to put this camera on right. All right, good enough. I don't worry if it does the whole thing. So let me just close this. We'll just do one. Normally when I'm doing these, I kind of do a bunch of them at the same time. So the next thing I do is I put these hearts. Oh, I guess we'll use the purple ink again. I shouldn't have closed that, even though my inks are getting so dried out. I did a lot of mixed media years ago, and then I kind of started to gradually start sewing. And so all my mixed media stuff got dried out. So yeah, I'll have to get some more, or at least ink refills or something. Hi, Dell from Australia. Okay, that worked. Okay, so I usually put a couple of hearts on them, and you see I have different ones. And then, after I do that, I get my pen. Where is it? Uh-oh, where's my pen? Here it is. I like this one because a lot of my pens are all dried out too. It's a Zig Writer. And then I'm just going to flip it right side up for a second. Right side up for me. And then I just draw stems. So the hearts are actually like flowers. And then I put leaves. Okay, maybe I'll do it sideways, but then we can both kind of see it wrong. And I try to three. Three's good enough. Okay, and then, sorry, I keep wanting to turn it around. And then I use these Tombow markers over here. They're off to my side. Tombow markers. Hi, Barbara. How are you? Yes. Oh, thank you, CJ. And somebody's eating their father's cookies while watching Romper Room. Thank you, Judith. So then I take these, my Tombow markers. I have millions of them. And I'm going to need a water pen. And then I just go in and just shove something in there. I usually mix it. You see how careful I'm being? And then I take my water pen. Here we go. Just got to make sure it's working. And just mush it around a little. And I don't like that. It's not bright enough. So, okay, let me grab my other pencils. These are my Inktense pencils. And let's see. So you can do anything. So the reason I like Inktense or anything that's permanent is because once you wet these, then the color is permanent. It feels so weird to work upside down. Okay, and I think I need some yellow. Sorry about my arm. Yeah, that's better. I like it when they get a little more interesting. Okay, so just make sure you hydrate the Inktense. And that, you see, I'm going over the heart with the water, and so that's why it has to be permanent ink. So now I'll just get some green. I'll just use the Inktense instead of getting up again. And I like to use a couple different colors of green. That one wasn't really green. Okay. These are really fun and simple to make. The fun part is, well, they're all fun parts. Doing the collaging is fun. And then I like to put some green stuff down at the bottom to represent like grass. So obviously you get it. It's the hearts in a garden. Okay, let me see if anybody's saying anything to me. They're probably saying, hang up already, will you? Hi, Helen. It's good to see you. Yes, Helen is a big customer of ours. You never received a tag because you didn't tell Brian that you were a YouTube subscriber. You have to tell him. They don't just go in everybody's package because we have a lot of orders. And I would love to make them for everyone, but I just don't have the kind of time. So I do it for my subscribers and my followers. You will get one in your next package, Helen. And Tanya is stitching the ovals with regular scraps of quilting cotton onto a square of bed sheet. Perfect, just to see what happens. Yeah, thanks, Barbara. You like that I'm doing these upside down? Yeah, it's a test. All right, let me think about this. Okay, so now once I do that, I'm not real happy with the green on the bottom, but let me hydrate that. All right, now I need my pen. So I like to put like these little things coming out the top. And then I put these little. Helen, now you're going to have to order again because you're going to have to get a tag. No, I know you will. She just ordered a bunch of book spines. And Brian mailed them already. He went out this morning. We try to, if you order something, we try to put it out the same day. Hi, Carolyn. Never late to the party. Yes, I did say, Teresa says she'll have to order again soon and write a note to Brian. Yes, I had mentioned it in a couple of YouTube videos, but it's been a while. All right, the other thing, I don't mention it in all of them, obviously, is now I take a Stabilo. Where is it? Here it is. Now I take a Stabilo and I go around, and then I always sign them too because I'm so famous. I know you want my autograph on them, right? Just kidding. Some people, sometimes when I tell them I'm a YouTuber, they look at me, they like, what? What do you mean? What? And I say, yes, I'm a YouTuber. My friend CJ that I met and got really friendly with through the YouTube, she calls me an influencer. So now I'm doing Stabilo around the edge just to kind of give it a little interest. And you see, I'm really scratchy, whatever. Okay, then you're going to take a Stabilo if you don't know what that is. Sorry. There's several different, here it says Stabilo. There's several different companies that make pens like this. So General makes one, Sketch and Wash, and Stabilo I think is by, oh, I can't say that. Don't, I know I can type that in someplace and they'll tell me how to say it. I can't. I don't know. Railable. I don't have a good grasp of the English language. Okay, let's move on. Where's my water pen? Do you see it? Tell me what I did with it. Water pen. Here it is over here. Okay, so then you just do that and it gets it dark. And when you do that with the Stabilo pencil, everyone should have at least one Stabilo pencil, and they come in different colors. Now it's permanent. It's like the Inktense, same thing. Once you water it, it's permanent. All right, sorry, I just turned it right side up. And it's going to dry just a hair lighter. Okay, isn't it cute? Here, let me hold it up. doesn't look so good in the picture because this didn't get real dark. So sometimes I put thank you or whatever. And then sometimes I'll do, let's see if I can do this upside down. I'll just do these like that. Just put some extra things. All right, let me read the chat. Carolyn Rockefeller loves us all. I love you too. I love all of you. And Kathy wants them signed. I'm pretty sure I sign all of them. Carolyn, okay, Helen and Carolyn are talking. They're both from Michigan. Thank you, Deb loves the tag. Barbara thinks it's very cute. Thank you. And Bonnie and Clive, very sweet. Teresa loves it. Okay, good. Yes, they're super simple. And sometimes they're on a tag. And then sometimes they're just on some cardstock. I don't know what happened to this one. There's two stuck together. Here. So you know what I do sometimes? The ones that aren't tags. I take a big piece if you wanted to make like a bunch of cards for somebody or for Valentine's Day, or if you want to do them for Valentine's Day, they'd be fun. So just take a big piece of, you could use cardstock, you could use cereal box, anything, and just collage like the whole big thing, right? And then just cut it up into little pieces. So see, that's what I did with these. This is cardstock, and then I collaged with book text. Okay, now they're all cut up into little tiny pieces. And then you just have fun with them, and then just decorate them however you want. And I like this thing that I haven't used in ages. Let's see if I can remember how to use it. It's one of those corner punches. Oh, gosh, Jerry. Here it is right here. And then just corner punch them. Man, I haven't done mixed media in a long time. But I'm still saving those toilet paper rolls. See how cute that is, right? Already, just because you made the corners around. Barbara Every. You're sorry to be late. Don't worry about it. You're here. Good afternoon, Arta from San Diego, California. Chomped. Teresa says, I just chomped. Yes, it's a corner chomper, or it's a memory. We are memory keepers. Yes, crocodile chomper. I haven't picked this thing up in ages. All right, now I feel the pressure. You're all going to order and tell Brian to give you a card. You don't have to tell him to give you a card. All you have to do is say, I'm a YouTube subscriber. When you place your order, I think there's a spot for a message. You can do it there and he'll see it. And I'm going to do a whole bunch of these now. I'm going to have to. I know it's good to see Barbara. Barbara's my bestie from England. So, yeah, I'm going to have to make a bunch of these now. I can see that. I don't know what happened to that one. All right. Did I tell you all my blah, blah? The yo-yos? Oh, no. I wanted to tell you one more thing I'm going to do with the yo-yos. So I was looking around on Pinterest because I like to. And I came across this person who made the enormous yo-yos. Has anybody made an enormous yo-yo? Enormous. Let me. Oh, I thought it was right there. No, it's in my closet. I'm going to go get it. Hold on, because you're going to die if you haven't seen it. All right, I'm coming. I didn't run away. I'm coming back. So I bought the whole kit. When I bought the yo-yo kits, I bought the whole thing. Look at the size of these babies. Okay, let me take it out of the plastic. It's glaring at you. So anyway, back to the Pinterest thing. So I saw she made all these big yo-yos and she stitched them onto, I don't know what it was, a blanket or something. I don't really know what it was, but it looks so cool. So I'm going to make a curtain for my table. If you haven't seen my studio tour, here it is. Now it's still going to glare, but look how big it is. Isn't that obnoxious? Therese is making heart yo-yos for your hens hanger. I'm jealous. A pincushion. Catherine says make a pincushion. I love that. So I'm going to make, I don't know if I'll make one this big because it is pretty big, but I am going to make big yo-yos and I'm going to pin them. Did I say that already? I'm going to make a curtain for my table. If you watched my room tour, which is probably old, I probably should make another one because my room looks different now. I need a curtain. So what I'm going to do is make it out of scraps because I have a lot of scraps. I've been trying to get into my room, my sewing room, and clean out the closet. And I wanted to bring you guys along with me. So I was going to bring the camera in there. You're taking a break from stitching. Kathy's taking a break. Yeah, and I thought I was going to do all the stitching. I don't know how people come on and do lives and get all this work done because you can see I'm not very good at it. But anyway, the curtain. So I have all these. I have a lot of scraps. So I wanted to start doing some stuff with scraps. Cotton scraps. And I almost brought my sewing machine in here. But then you wouldn't have been able to hear me. That's what I thought. So I have a featherweight sewing machine, if you've ever heard of them. They're old Singers. They're portable. So I have one of them. Thanks, Kathy. Kathy says I'm doing fine. At least, I'm going to get the corners punched out on this. Yeah, so I like the lives because you're right there, and I feel like I'm with, having a visit with somebody. But, I did choke in the middle of this one, so that wasn't fun. Me and my allergies. So when I went to, if you're just getting here and you didn't know, I went to a viewing yesterday, and of course everybody has like gobs of perfume on, and I could hardly breathe. And then there's all these flowers and everything around. It was horrible. So, yeah, this is going to be fun. Anyhow, a lot of these have to be fixed. I organize myself here. So, anybody have any questions or anything? I feel like I'm talked out now. I think I told you everything. Let me just reiterate, if you're just coming in or you've been here and didn't hear me, I want to do a little Stich Along Club using Natalie Chanins' book, The Geometry of Hand Stitching. And I'm going to do it as a Zoom. And I will post it on my website. How I think it should, work. But I thought it would be fun if we went step by step through all the samples And Brian and I are going to make kits, of course, because that's what we do. And for anybody who doesn't have the supplies at hand. And we got a truckload, and I'm not kidding when I say truckload, full of floss from a store that sold out. So we got a good price on it. So we thought we'd pass that along. Yes, I did figure out what I was doing for next week's texture tag on Tuesday, Kathy. It's already done. The video's done and everything. I got one video ahead. I'm so proud of myself. I'm trying to bank videos for the summer so I don't go crazy. But now, now that I feel comfortable doing the lives, if I can't make a video at the beach, we'll just do a live. But I mean, I will do the texture tags because I did promise, but then the Friday video, maybe we'll just do a live. So yeah, I have the tag. I can't show it to you though. That would be cheating. It's right here next to me. And it's SDR is asking, what is the brand of the floss? It is Coates and Clark and DMC. Both my favorites. Two of my favorites. I wouldn't buy the off brands. And Kathy has a featherweight sewing machine. Yes, they are the best sewing machines. And what's so great about them is they're portable. And I have had mine for, I don't know, 35 years. Been a long time. Wait, I have more tags over here. I'm going to punch. I have a whole box. So I'll just keep punching them. This is what I'm going to do tonight. This is feeling so good. Who wants to come over? Anybody want to come over? I would love to have you. I wish somebody lived near me and could come over. The video that I did that got deleted, erased. Come on, CJ. I was telling you guys how much you mean to me in there. Barbara says she likes the live streams too. And you like the texture tags. You've fallen behind in making them, but it's like money in the bank. That's so funny. Well, come on, Barbara, get caught up. Kathy, is that Dogma embroidery? Now, wait a minute. What happened there? I saw a Dutch artist doing a 20-25 stitching challenge. I missed that. Kathy says she saw somebody doing a stitching challenge you're going to try soon. Are you talking about, wait a minute. Oh, her name's right on the tip of my tongue. I know exactly who you're talking about. I follow her. Can you remember her name, Barbara? Yes, now I know what you're saying, Tanya. It is the Dogma embroidery lady, but what her name? Let's say what her name is because she's great. And SDR said she would come over if she was near me. And Tanya, you're in that group too? You're making the Dogma thing? All right. And Mary Lou would come over. Nobody lives near you either. I'm not sure what you mean, Lisa. Lisa says FID, the embroidery stuff include crewel. Oh, the stuff that I just got? No, there's no crewel thread. We got DMC, floss, and there was a little bit of pearl cotton that I got. I'm going to keep that for myself. And I know, Joanne, you have a group that you meet with. You're so lucky. I used to. Lisbeth. Thank you, Tanya. Lisbeth. Dagan. Lisbeth Dagan. Deegan. Yep. Dane. I said it wrong. Yes. You guys should check out her channel. She's very creative. And it was right on the tip of my tongue. I could see it in my mind, but I couldn't get it out. And Bonnie and Clyde on their way over. You're on your way over. You only live right down the street. I did not realize you were from Australia. Holy smokes. Okay, let me get back and look. Tanya says she loves the idea of rules sometimes. Me too. I'm a big rule person. Brian always says, "Oh yeah, another rule." Carolyn would come over too. I know, Kathy, you're across the whole United States. Kathy Freeman says, I'm doing Tilly Rose's Secret Garden embroidery book challenge. I have not heard that. I'm going to write that down because I won't come back and look at this chat. Let me see what you said here. Tilly Rose. I never heard of her. Secret Garden. You know who I love? Oh, that's what I wanted to show you. Another book. Jennifer Clouston. Anybody know her? So she was making videos at least once a week last year. She does just meditative stitching, and she's written like 5 books. Should I go get the book? I'll go get one because I was gifted 1 book for Christmas. Hold on, I'm right here. She does fantastic. All right, glare coming in. She does fantastic stuff. So go check out her channel, Jennifer Clouston. And yes, it is Lisbeth Barbara. Lisbeth Dane, I think is how you pronounce it, D-E-G-N. I think she stopped doing the videos though. So I left her a message. Hold on, I got to take a sip. I left her a message and she wrote back and said she does in-person stuff, and the people that were seeing her in person were not happy that the stuff was on videos. So I don't know if she's going to come back and do them again. Oh, CJ, you made the Tilly Rose needle book and you love Jennifer. Okay. Yeah, Jennifer's hexagon sewing bag. So let me show you some of the inside of the book. Let me start from the back. I don't know why am I starting from the back, because I always do. So I'm going to tell you what I love about Jennifer's books. She's got like 5 books. I should really start from the front. Make up your mind. Let me tell you about this book. She tells you like what tools to gather so that you can do a daily meditative stitching practice. Put everything in a little basket. And Teresa loves her. Is she CJ? Did you see one for this year? I didn't get a notice. I did ring her bell. I'll go look. Okay, Kathy, you crocheted a spiral. You always wondered how they worked, and now you know. What do you mean? I'm wondering what you mean. Can you send me a picture, what you did? Or post it in the Facebook group. M. Francis has 2 of Jennifer's books, and she did post a video today. Yay. Okay. Okay. Tilly Rose has books that are awesome on embroidery journal. I have never heard of her. How's that possible? Oh, thank you, Barbara, for putting that link in there. So Jennifer, her husband actually helped her with this book. He helps her with all the books. He lays out, I'll show you what he lays out. Look at this. I love this. I love this. Icky Chick Designs. Okay. Okay, I'm writing her down too. I never heard of her either. Icky Chick. I know. Tilly is our age from England. Okay. Icky Chick Designs. Okay. I hope you're all falling down my rabbit hole too. All right. I try not to do anything that requires too much energy though. So I want to get to the part where the stitches are, but I love her book, right? Her book is just gorgeous, colorful. The paper's nice. There's nothing worse than having a book when the paper's icky. Yes, write them down, because to me, if I'm going to hold a book in my hand, it has to feel good. So the cover feels good, the pages feel good, the color is gorgeous, and all right, so that's all the information. Look at this. Is this beautiful? You have to watch her videos. Okay, so her husband does these layouts. Oh, Tanya, I'm so glad. Tanya says she feels like she has found her people. Barbara says, I've got a bunch of bright strips of fabrics left over from a log cabin quilt I made 15 years ago. And so you're using them. Barbara, will you post in the Facebook group too? Jennifer Clouston. Clouston. She's another YouTuber. So her husband does the layouts for the books of all her stitches. Can you imagine? She's so interested. He does all this. She is so interesting when she's just talking, she's stitching, she's out in her yard. You can hear the birds. She lives in Australia. Oh, yeah. Okay. Stripped piece quilt as you go. So I'm doing something like that with my scraps too. I'm wondering if we're doing the same thing. So I really want to take you all in my bedroom right now, because that's where my sewing machine is. And I've just got so many scraps. They're really starting to just suffocate me. So yes, so get her book. You can get this from the library. So what I did, and then the instructions are in the back. What I did last summer, because I have a great library down at the beach, and they have all her books. I went to the library, I took them all out, I brought them home, I looked through them, and I said, these are amazing books. So I like to look at them before I buy them. Carol loves her hen kit. Thank you. Yes, one of the best laid stitch books, best laid out stitch books ever. I agree. Yes. Anyway, I was talking about the scraps. So I'm trying to get them down to a dull roar. So I just started sewing strips together. Yeah. Right? It is. It's exciting. And so I'm doing that with little pieces. So I've sorted, because I love to sort. And I love The Last Homely House. I do know her, CJ. Thank you. The Last Homely House. She has a huge channel. She makes curtains from her scraps. That's so interesting. So I want to make curtains, but I want to make them with like rectangles and squares. So a little bit bigger piece of scrap. So I separated all my scraps out into little bits, things that I could use for strips, or I'm in the process of doing that. I haven't totally done it. I'm going to bring you guys into the bedroom. I'm sorry, the sewing room. It's my sewing room. Yeah, I'm going to bring you in there, and I'm going to show you what I have to deal with in the closet. I have to go and look at Kate's curtain. Oh, and you're hand stitching it. Now I'm going to sew mine on a sewing machine, because I have so many hand stitching projects. It will never get done if I hand stitch it. But I am going to make those yo-yos and pin them to the curtain. That's what I started to say 25 minutes ago. I don't think I finished that thought. So the place, I mean, you see them on the internet, those curtains all the time where they're big patches, but the place that I fell in love with them was on K3N's in her room. I think because she's got a lot of red in hers. And I like the red. Yeah. So I did circle back. I can't believe I even remembered. Because I'm like usually shot So, I think I have such a horrible memory, but then I realize when I'm talking, I remember things. So I guess it's not as bad as all that, but we've been on here for a long time. I was only going to come on for an hour. I didn't even look up at the clock until just this minute. So, yeah. What was I going to say? I'm making some weird thing for dinner tonight. Oh, okay. Now, can I get that? Can I get that link? No, I can't. Can I? I'm trying to do it on my thing, but I don't think I can. No, did I just hide your thing? I don't know. I'm touching the screen and I'm wrecking things. Yeah, I know. Kathy remembers the most random things. Brian will say, I just told you that. And I'll be like, just tell me again. Okay. Don't tell me you just told me. Just tell me again. The floppy disk is full. And when it's full, there's no more room for any more information. It's still there. Okay. So I don't know how, can I copy it? Barbara, just send me the link. If you don't mind. You can't put the link in the Facebook group, but you could send it to. Oh, really? Okay. I'll just look her up. And so then it's the Designs Strip Quilt. Okay, so Designs Strip Quilt. I just have to write that down. Okay, good enough. All right. Yeah, I thought I did the wrong end of this. Somebody's going to get some funky cards. All right. I don't want to leave you. Thank you, Barbara. It's so fun to share all the things we're doing. I love to see what you guys are doing. That's why I opened up that Facebook group. If you're not in the Facebook group, consider joining. There's no pressure. You just have to be a subscriber, and you can't post any links to anybody else just because. I just have to make that rule because otherwise people come into your group for self-promoting purposes and they don't really do a thing. They just promote themselves. So I just have that rule that you can't do that. I can do it. I have posted a few links like Dawn. She's my my co-moderator. I've known Dawn Collins. She's Draw Tangles with Dawn. Barb probably knows her. You probably know Dawn Collins, right, Barbara? Yeah, I think it is a good rule because otherwise I've seen groups that just do that. People just come in just to, advertise their stuff. And I don't have a problem advertising people. You see, I'm telling you about certain people here. It's just that I don't want you to just do that and not participate. So if you're not in the Facebook group, I'd love to have you, but you do have to answer the questions because the moderators and the admin can't let you in if you don't answer the questions. It's just to make sure you're not a bot. And then you have to be a subscriber because if you don't really know what's going on my channel, then how are you going to really, participate? Yeah. Thanks, Kathy. She gets it. I appreciate it. So, all right. I think I am going to say goodbye because it's almost been 2 hours. The Facebook is creatively aging. Aging creatively. Sorry. Not creatively aging. Aging creatively. It's the same as my YouTube channel. Let me see. Maybe somebody that has some tech savvy, they could grab it and post it. It is a public group, So it's not set to private, but you do have to answer the questions to join. You're so very welcome, Tanya. I just love hanging out with you guys. I got to do it more often. It's so fun. Yeah. Last time we did this, we had like 100 people in here, 90 people, I think. I don't remember what time of day I did it, though. Yes, Kathy, I'm glad you could join today, too. I'm glad you could all be here. And Cherie, braid colorful fabric in your hair. That's a great idea because it's nice and long. Mary Lou, I'm glad you caught me, too. Thanks, Barbara. Give it a shot. It's just aging creatively and gratefully. I had it backwards. So it was so good to see everyone. And I will have a texture tag on Tuesday. It'll come out around 5:30, I think. Yes, please remember to give me a thumbs up if you can. Do that. I appreciate that. And if you're not a subscriber, please think about subscribing and share. I love it when you share because I just love it. Thank you, Ruth from Austria. Thank you for loving my channel. I appreciate it. It just amazes me how many people from all over the world are watching my YouTube videos. Thank you, Teresa. I appreciate all of you more than you could know. I'm very grateful for you. And I've been writing in my gratitude journal every day. Thanks, Linda. I'm always up to something, sometimes no good. But I'm trying to get my schedule worked up. I had 60 people in the live stream earlier. Great. That's great. That's exciting. I love you guys. All right. Let's say goodbye. Everybody say bye-bye. I hope you all have a really wonderful weekend. Yes. And come over to the Facebook group and show me something that you're working on. I really love to see everything. It just brings me joy to see all the creativity. All right. Let me say goodbye too in there. Yes, look, my comment went in there too. All right, I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Good, you're going to rewatch. That's great. You're watching your twin grandchildren. God bless you. Holy smokes. Carolyn, that's great. CJ will run over there and let you in. CJ's an admin, a moderator over there. Everybody have a wonderful weekend. I'm going to spend the day with my babies tomorrow, my daughters, for a birthday party. Yep. And then when I come back, I'm going to work on more texture tags and stuff. And look for information about the Stich Along Club to work through the book, to work through Natalie Chanins' book. I'm going to be posting information. Joanna, thank you for being here. I'll post information on the community page probably first, and then I'll be posting it on my website. I should write out a newsletter. I haven't done that in forever. Oh, that sounds like fun, Helen. She's sewing crochet doilies all over a curtain. I bet that's beautiful. Thank you, Barbara. All right, everybody, I'm going to hit the button. I'll talk to you soon. I'll see you on Tuesday. Love you so much. Bye-bye.